So now I'm going to show you the TRX hip press. What I wanted to do is, before I get into the exercise, show you a simple way how people can put their own foot loops on. Again, here at the studio, I believe in servicing people and with our small group, so we can assist people getting in position, but some people just want to do it themselves. So you'll see people like kind of fighting, and they're like in this crunch, and they're like, how do I do it? So if they want to do it on their own, simply roll to your back, bring the legs up, and now right here, now I'm in position, right? So just have them lie back, bring the legs up, and that's how they can just get their own, if they want to do it, so you can explain how to do that. So now with a hip press. Hip press is a progression. It's in our hip hinge series. You're getting people using the backside three, right? So we got glutes, hamstrings, lower back. The difference between that and the straight leg bridge, we're gonna bring knees in over our hips. I still got my ankles dorsiflexed, right? So I'm flexing at the ankles, toes pulled in towards my shin. Like the straight leg bridge, arms at my side, I'm gonna drive through my heel, and then come right back down. Boom, boom, boom. Keep the knees in. Now what's gonna happen, as people start to fatigue, you'll see in the set, their legs start to straighten. Because what's happening is their hamstrings wanna go on stretch. So if every few, just tell them, keep those knees in here, all right? So that's what you're looking for as a coach. Like the straight leg bridge, we can play around with arm positioning. Start a beginner here, right? I don't want, there's so many moving parts. So let them just focus first on the ankle and keeping the knees in. Once they got that down, now we can add, we can layer. So now I'm gonna say, okay, let's get those arms bent. So press elbows into the ground, and now I can go here. Now you wanna progress that, make it a little harder. Now we add the hovering, just like the straight leg bridge. I'm gonna coach them, and I'm gonna cue them to extend the hips, but now come down close to the ground. Don't hit the ground. Right back up. I'm pressing my elbows in. I'm lighting up the backside here. Third and the final progression, arms up, right? So now I'm making it really challenging. Bigger demand here. So a lot more demand on the core. Still working the backside three. So I'm gonna be here, drive it up, come down. So nice simple progressions you can do with your hip press based upon, do I have them come all the way down, and you can play around with your arm positioning. The cues again, and the key things you want to watch for, keep those knees in over the hips, keep the ankles dorsiflexed. Those are the big ones you're focusing on. Have them squeeze the glutes. If people complain of cramping in the hamstring, that's very common. What's happening is that they're more hamstring dominant than glutes, and that's what we're doing this drill. So typically, whatever muscle fires first gets a better contraction. So if you see somebody, they kind of grab and they're like, whoa, what's happening? They're probably weak in the glutes, and that's why they need this drill. Over time, as they learn to start squeezing, get more cheek, it'll become more balanced, where the glutes will work synergistically with the hamstrings. But initially, it's very common that people will be so hamstring and they're not using their bum. That's common. And that's just something through repetition, all right? Just repetition, repetition, they'll get better with it. So that's your TRX hip press.